Hello, everybody. This is Ibk Spaceshipboi, and this is the breakdown for one of the greatest projects I've ever done in my life. Music for Commercials Volume 1, the Spaceshipboi Experiment. Right? This is the first album that I know of that has 10 songs in 10 different genres, each song being 1 minute long and the total listening time of the entire album being 10 minutes. Right? So I want you guys to sit down, relax, and learn how I came about this masterpiece. Yeah, so the French New Yorker was the first record I made for Music for Commercials Volume 1, and I was inspired off an image that I saw in the magazine. It was an image of a woman holding a high-end designer fashion bag, and behind her was a scenery of Paris and New York, like a montage of some sort, a collage rather of some sort. And yeah, the picture just screamed the sound that I created. It's pop rock, it's rebellious, it's innovative, and it's the kind of record that I wanted it to be your getting up and going out type of theme, like you're about to leave the house. Boom, flashlight, you're going out, you're getting out of the car, flashlight. I know those. So yeah, that's kind of like what I wanted it to be. And it's also the kind of record that will work perfectly for, say, an ad campaign for some fashion house. It might be a clothing line, a perfume, a bag, whatever it is. But that's the French New Yorker, and that's where it came from. So let me answer your question like this. I do believe that the choices will make our reflection of what's on the inside. So like the lyrics go, I can tell what you wear is who you are, is in your name, is in your frame, you're a star, right? These are words that are affirmative, and the whole idea of the song is to direct the woman's focus to her self-worth. Every woman is beautiful in her own right, and that's what the song is trying to propagate. Lingerie was created off imagery as well of off a magazine of a woman wearing lingerie, and it's the kind of record that will work perfectly for, say, a Victoria's Secret ad or Forever 21 or Lapella or something, but yeah, it's that kind of chill, cool vibe, and yeah, it just makes you feel good. That's the intent. It makes the listener feel good about themselves. So yeah, that's Lingerie. Yeah, so Move was is actually my first rock record that I've released, and it's that type of adrenaline thumping, energetic type of music that is so suitable for the X Games or extreme sports. The WWE actually created the song looking at an image of a car skidding off the road, a red car, so it's Formula One, it's NASCAR, it's American football, it's tennis, it's anything sports, and the message is kind of like this or that of you knowing who you are, but then saying it out in a braggadocious way. So I'm number one in every single thing I do. What I'm about to tell you isn't taught in school. It's that kind of record, and it's that type of get up, go, pumping. You're doing your workout. Move is the right record for you to play. Yeah, when you do your workout. So that's Move. Yeah, so Beautiful. I really enjoyed making Beautiful, right? It's actually my first a cappella record that I've put out. For the longest time I always wanted to do something a cappella and release. So Beautiful was that first one, and it was inspired off an image in a magazine as well of a lady with a bland stare. And the stare just told me, tell me more about myself. Who am I? And I wrote that record to that image. Saying I see a wonderful or galaxies in your eyes staring straight at me. So it's a real cool, chill, angelic type of song that I believe will work for a fragrance or a perfume campaign of some sort, or stuff that is just chill and designer. It could be accessories, it could be whatever, but it's beautiful. Diamonds is beautiful. You are beautiful. So that's beautiful right there. Oh yeah, Bounce was inspired off a picture of LeBron James and Steph Curry for the NBA Finals. And I just wanted to create a song that appreciated the people that are behind the scenes. So the song goes, I can do it by myself. I can run a marathon by myself, but I cannot be a champion by myself, because you have people around you that make you that champion. You have your coach, you have your fans, you have the people that support you from home, everywhere, so it's to celebrate those people. But then it's the kind of record I believe that will work definitely for an NBA commercial, or some ad of some sort that's sports related, so that's basically what Bounce is about. It's just to celebrate those people that you do not see behind the scenes. Pay was actually the last song I made for the project, right? And whilst I was thinking, okay, what will I do? I'd done pop rock, I'd done hip hop, I'd done R&B. And all of a sudden, bossa nova came to mind, because I remember introducing my fiance to bossa nova, and she loved it very much. So I decided to make the song. And then I sent it to her, and she was like, oh, thank you so much. You don't know what you just did. I was having a bad day, and I just listened to this record, and everything just came like, And I'm like, really? Okay, great. But it doesn't have a name. Do you want to name it? And then she names it Pay, which is P-A-I-X, which means peace in English, but that's in French. And that's how that song was, that's how it came about. There wasn't really any picture. It was just my imagination. I was just thinking Brazil. I was just thinking her. I was just thinking peace, I guess. A Bird and the Deer. I love this record so much because it has this moral story to it, which is that those that are privileged to have certain opportunities or things should help those that do not have these opportunities. That is the message. That is what I was trying to get across. And I had to do it in the country song format, because they tell stories in country songs. And this kind of record is that type of record I believe will be so perfect for a fast food campaign. Yes, a fast food campaign, or a brand that has to do with loving, caring, sharing, being there for the people that they are catering to. So that is a bird and a deer for you. Actually, yeah. So Celebration of Life came about me looking at an image, also in a magazine, obviously. But yeah, it was an image of a couple, right, sipping on what I would think was or is their favorite beverage, and the scenery looked like Paris, but at the time I didn't know it was Paris. But yeah, I just went with that kind of theme in my head. What are the sounds I'm going to be hearing in this place? Oh, the bottle. Should I do a blow into the bottle and get bottle sounds? But then Celebration of Life is just about sharing and about caring, and I feel it's one that will work for an ad for a beverage company of some sort, or something that celebrates life. It could be a festival, it could be whatever, but it has that type of let's come together, let's celebrate, let's be happy, let's go on, let's move forward. Okay, so I want you to do something. I want you to close your eyes and just see yourself in a club in Germany, or in Russia or something, in a part of Europe. That is what I did to create the song. My eyes were shut. I was just seeing the flashing lights, and I was just going, what kind of song will be in this kind of environment, and that's how Beat Drop came about. It's actually my first ever released EDM record, and yeah, I believe it's gonna work perfectly too for fashion shows, like when you're on the runway. Yeah, that's the type of vibe that I get off of it too. And if you're just in the club and in Europe or somewhere, you just boom, boom. That's how Beat Drop came about. I enjoyed creating it though, by the way. Yeah. So that's Beat Drop. Okay, so Magical Feeling. With Magical Feeling, I just wanted to go back to the old jazz, that Frank Sinatra type, Nat King Cole type of sound. Actually, I was thinking about airplanes when I was making this record. I was thinking about what song would work for an airplane commercial, or what song would work for a children's cartoon, Walt Disney type of Sesame Street type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that is where a Magical Feeling came from. But more so, it's also a story about me having a conversation with myself with all the lyrics. So if you listen to the lyrics, it's actually me talking to myself about taking everybody else into my tomorrow and making them enjoy my purpose in life, which is the World Radio by Spaceshipboi project that I'm working on. So yeah, that's Magical Feeling. It's a great record, and I hope you listen.